Alright, guys, let's talk about the Michael movie. I went to the early access Wednesday and I had already dropped an out of the theater reaction, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more of my thoughts and let you know if this is a watch it at the theater movie or skip it and wait for it to be on streaming. And I know the critic reviews have not been great, but we'll talk about that later. The movie has Jafar Jackson playing Michael Jackson, which, by the way, is Michael's actual nephew, and he absolutely killed it. It's hard not to be impressed by how much he sounds like Michael, specifically when he talks and all of his moves. I heard they did use a mix of Michael's real voice and Jafar's on the music performances, but I gotta say it all blends really well. I think the movie flowed pretty okay. It's weird because it didn't feel slow, but it wasn't like action packed, if that makes sense. I truly felt it was a nice steady pace where I wasn't bored, but I was still engaged. Everybody played their part well, from Kid Michael, his bodyguard, Quincy Jones, Michael's mom, and his dad. Joseph Jackson as the antagonist throughout the whole movie worked in my opinion. It was like Michael's constant struggle even after being an adult. The movie did not have a crazy twist or blow your mind, but I think something the music in this movie will have you do is tapping your foot or moving some part of your body at one point. I mean, come on, it's Michael Jackson. I will say I wasn't always a fan of his, and even someone like my wife that was never really a fan, even she knew some of the songs. I did have my phase where I discovered his music and I watched all his music videos. So there's a part in the movie where they're filming the Thriller music video, and I wished they did more of it or played the whole thing because that was my favorite video. There's also a part, or that's also the part where I felt the most excitement. So, is this a watch it or skip it? I think anybody that has ever been a Michael Jackson fan, even for one song, this is a watch it. I recommend you guys going to the theater and watching this movie. And I really think the way the film was made, anybody can enjoy it. Not just longtime fans, but even parents and kids alike. There's something for everyone in this movie. But now let's talk about these critic reviews, which in my opinion, some are just wackadoodle. A lot of the critics and articles that rated this movie low were complaining how this movie omitted Michael's controversies and sanitized Michael's life. But that was weird to me because the movie ends around 1988, which is before any of his legal troubles even start. So I'm sorry, but you can't skip things that haven't happened yet. There was also talk that there would be a part 2, which was all but confirmed at the end of the movie when it says his story will continue. Now, do I know if they will address his controversies in part 2? No, I do not. Reason being, there was also rumors that the movie was delayed because the Michael estate had failed to mention that certain things could not be talked about or used. So they had to go back and reshoot some new scenes. So part of the movie had to be remade because of the stuff they had to take out. Either way, it's funny how those critics are complaining about this movie, but I wonder if they said the same thing about Austin Butler's Elvis movie when he met Priscilla, and that had no mention that she was 14 at that time. But we know the conspiracies that allude to Michael not being liked by the industry. Obviously, I do not know the truth, but could something like that be happening with the critic score of the movie? All I'm saying is, I do not think this movie deserved such a low critic score, especially for that specific reasoning. But that's why I'm here, guys, giving you an underqualified take from a normal guy that's not in the industry. To me, this movie was not groundbreaking and the ending seemed a bit abrupt, but I think a fairer rating would be between 70 and 80. But as you can see, the audience review is at 96%, so there is a disconnect with the critics and the audience. And just some final thoughts on the movie. Something the movie did really well is showing how much of an impact Michael had on his fans. You see fans crying in the crowd and even some fainting just by how overwhelmed they are at his concerts. It's truly crazy. But yeah, guys, sorry if this was a long video, but I had to get my thoughts out. I hope you guys enjoyed and can help me out by leaving a like. Or if you want to hear more from me in the future, I hope you subscribe too. Thank you, and I'll see you guys later.